Hey guys, my name's Justin Smiley, and I'm here with my good friend Grant. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Justin Smiley, I'm the owner of Share the Burden CrossFit, and
I am Grant Jarzinka, owner of CrossFit Agon.
And we just wanted to chat with you guys just a little bit today about some big things coming in the future of 2017. We're pretty excited about this. Grant and I have met, gosh, I don't even know, four times now, and
Yep.
several hours each time.
Butt kicked working out here a couple times, and yep.
It's been good. It's been good. But yeah, we wanted to just sit down with you guys a little bit today and talk through our brainstorming sessions for what's to come in 2017. But since some of you guys from CrossFit Agon don't know anything about me, and some of the athletes here at Share the Burden CrossFit don't know much about Grant, we thought we would introduce ourselves a little bit today. So we have been open for 2 years now. We will have been in this building since July 2015. Wow, that's crazy to even say that. So we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary in this building, but we actually started inside of another local gym off Lindbergh called JD's Gym, where we just kind of slowly grew, adding athlete by athlete by athlete until we literally just ran out of space and we needed to upgrade and find our own place. And we've been growing ever since. It's been a fantastic experience. I am married to my beautiful wife, Jackie, and we will have been married for 9 years next year. And we have 3 children, Layla, who is 5.5, Hazel, who is 3.5, and our 9-month-old baby Eden. And the main reason why we wanted to open our own facility was to reach people through fitness for Jesus. And we just found that CrossFit aligned with our personal beliefs almost perfectly. This whole idea that the church is the people. The church are the people. The people make the church, and it's the same thing with our box. Like, we would not be where we are today without our people. How long have you been open?
We've been open for about 2 years, so kind of about the same thing as you guys. We started at a small gym off Lee May Ferry, and then kind of the same thing. We outgrew that. And then last year moved into a bigger space off Michigan Avenue, just like right down the road from where we started. And then we've been there for about a year now. And then I'm also married. Awesome wife, Blair. She's my better half.
They usually are.
Yeah, always. She always deals with my complaining and all my working out. But yeah, married, no kids. Hopefully in the future, have a couple kids, maybe adopt. Who knows? We've talked about a little bit. See, what am I forgetting?
I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I went into kind of our mission a little bit, so you could go into that if you wanted to.
Yeah, so I mean, ours is kind of the same. I think that's kind of what brought us also together, was looking at each other's mission and vision, and oh wow, these are kind of the same things. This might work out perfectly. So yeah, we have a big heart just for people. And then our faith just plays a huge part in why we started also just reaching people. Yeah, just God just kind of put things together and helped it get off the ground. And there's just nothing better than a group of people working out together, sweating together, just laying on the ground, just moaning and groaning, and then like afterwards just talking. And it's just an awesome feeling. And it's like, why not just try to make it happen? And again, God just made it happen out of nowhere, and it's just been awesome ever since. So
I think one thing that Grant and I have in common, among many other things, is our desire to reach as many people as possible. And I don't think this interview today is any reason to believe that we're not reaching people. It's just we're kind of in the same boat, that if we pool our resources, we can reach even more. And I think it's hard because we want to please all of our athletes. We want to reach our super competitive athletes, and at the same time we also want to reach our athletes who are just looking, to look, feel, and perform better, and they could really care less if they ever did a competition. So we're trying to, he and I, the first couple of times we met, we just discussed like how can we reach more people? How can we bring fitness to more people in St. Louis? And then kind of as a byproduct of that, how can we reach more people for Christ?
Yeah. And I was actually thinking about this on the way up here also, just like how awesome it's going to be just to diversify everyone together, just like bringing all these people from different walks of life, different backgrounds, and man, just how I can't see that be anything bad, but it's just going to be awesome. People getting to know new people, creating new relationships, just building that awesome community that we both kind of long for. So, I'm super excited, and yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So if this seems kind of clunky, we have a bunch of things that we want to kind of get through and make sure that we don't forget anything to leave you guys hanging there. But one of the points that we wrote down is, why merge? And I think we started to address that a little bit. For those of you that attend CrossFit Agon, and then for those of you that attend Share the Burden CrossFit, one of our limiting factors is space. And even though we want to grow and we want to offer more class times and we want to have more hours for open gym, and we want to have an opportunity for people to come in and work on weaknesses when there's a class going on, or have a space for mobility so that people can cool down and warm up properly and not feel like they're getting in everyone else's way. I think, if left to our own devices, Grant and I would probably, accomplish that in the future, even though we don't know necessarily when that might be, so to speak. Grant has his lease coming up for renewal this month, actually, and our lease is up for renewal in August of 2017. And we might get to that point this year. We might not get there, but by combining forces, joining together, we can, achieve something bigger than just ourselves and our own individual communities.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that's just as last statement, bigger than ourselves. Again, I think as we do this, it's just something really awesome to think about. Like, this isn't just about us and, we want more money or we want just a bigger space. Like, no, like, you guys are kind of our thought in this. Like, this is going to be awesome for all of you, not just ourselves or our trainers or anything like that. So, I mean, we're definitely thinking of you guys, and just, the programming is still going to be awesome. I mean, you're just going to have more people to work out with, and how is that not an awesome thing?
Yeah.
So,
if you really do believe in the CrossFit process, which we drive home on a daily basis with our athletes, it really could mean nothing but positivity. The time frame that we're looking at, like I said, Grant's lease is up March 1st. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he had to let his landlord know actually December 15th, right? If they were going to renew or not. So we were kind of up against a time crunch there. Same thing for us. Our lease is up in August, and we're wanting to move out. I'm a full-time high school teacher, so the summer is a good time for me to kind of get the ball rolling on finding a new place. But that's the time frame we're looking at here, that, like, Grant, your athletes, theoretically won't be at CrossFit Agon's location after March 1st.
Yep.
So you guys will pile in here, and at least for the foreseeable future, with the months of March, April, May, June, and July. So we're looking at my hand on the camera. 5 months. Those 5 months, our athletes will be together here at Share the Burden CrossFit. And some of you are already having questions, and red flags are going off in your head about, oh gosh, what about the space and the class times and the open gym? And we're going to do our best to address all of that today. But our next point that we had written down here is why you guys should sign up for the Burden Games. Unless you had anything else you wanted to add.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's it. Yeah.
We'll get ahead of ourselves. So last year for Share the Burden athletes, this was our first in-house competition. And we wanted to offer athletes an opportunity who maybe wanted to compete but didn't feel comfortable in a big, loud box with, hundreds of athletes running around staring at you, giving you an opportunity to compete with one another in a local environment. And I thought, well, hey, this would be a great opportunity for us to kind of pave the way for the combining of our two gyms, for athletes to get to know each other, say like, hey, this is me, I'm Justin, this is where I work out. And like, hey, I'm Grant, this is where I work out. And like, we can be friends, and it'll be fun.
Yes.
So sign up for the Burden Games, because if anything else, it'll just be a good opportunity to get to know some new people.
Exactly.
Like CrossFit.
Yep. Yeah, and I know we have a lot of people who always the same thing, want to do a competition, but I'm not ready, I'm too scared. When on this, you can be ready because it's going to be scalable and everyone's going to be able to do it. So yeah, just an awesome time to get to know everyone here and just grow together and create that community again. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So for maybe the more technically minded or more of our veteran athletes who are already thinking, well, hey, if we're adding, you have roughly 30 athletes, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we're adding 30 new athletes to the box, what's this going to look like? So number one, with programming, there will have to be a little bit of an adjustment on the programming, especially in some of our classes. If we're having 10, 12, 15 athletes in a class, you can't always do power snatches and double unders. Like, you're going to have a lot of people missing teeth and being guillotined with barbells. But that's going to be a challenge for us as coaches to create effective programming that will, push the wide swath of our athletes from new beginners to veterans and keep them motivated. And what a lot of you don't see kind of like behind the scenes on Wadify and attendance, like there are very few nights at Share the Burden CrossFit where we cap out. Monday nights are really popular for us, so we may just have to add another class on Monday nights. And Tuesdays and Thursday nights are more popular for us, so we may just have to add another class on those nights. And then another option for that is to have two coaches in the class, to kind of share the burden on the coaching load. And, maybe we don't have a bunch of rowing mixed with a bunch of barbell movements because that just takes up a lot of floor space. But I feel like, I don't know if you can speak for your athletes, but I feel like you guys have trusted us for 2 years now to get you more fit. And we're asking you right now to continue to trust us in this process for at least those kind of 5 months of transitional period, with the idea in mind that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Light is very bright. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I know for our athletes, our 6:30 p.m. at night can be super slow. Now you're going to have something to work out with. Woo, it's going to be awesome. Not by yourself. There's something else I was going to say.
The morning class. What's your most popular morning class?
6 a.m.
So we only offer one class right now at 5:15. So, maybe there's a little bit of give there. Maybe we go to 5 and then 6. And we have 2 morning classes, which would theoretically be good for athletes who are like, I don't have to be up this early, but this is the only class that you guys offer. Now I can come to the 6 o'clock class.
Yep. Benefit for both worlds. It's going to be awesome. And then again, just as he was saying, just trusting us with your fitness. Like, I know for our guys, man, just all the awesome progress you guys have made. Like, just because we're scrunched in here for a couple months doesn't mean that's going to end. Like, you're still going to be sweating. You're still going to be lifting heavy weights. Like, it's still going to work out just fine, so nothing to worry about there. So
yeah, that's good. So the other change that might happen with this process is open gym hours, because his most popular afternoon class is the 4:30 one. Right?
Yep, 4:30.
4:30. So we normally have open gym for our athletes from 4 to 5 because we don't have our first class start until the 5 or 5:30 mark. That being said, there will be an additional class that would be offered at 4:30 that you guys could attend, and we'll probably have to make some tweaking on the weekend hours as well, just because some athletes are like, well, I can only come to that open gym time slot, that maybe there would be some more time for you available on Saturdays, more time available for you on Sundays to kind of help that transition. We don't want to exclude anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I guess unless you have something else that you wanted to add, the other kind of point that I wanted to talk about is rehashing the vision that we had for our box when we first started here. And so if you're curious to see where we're going to be come August or September 2017, Grant and I have sat down and kind of talked about what the dream gym would look like. And we know we want at least double the space that we have right now. So that's kind of like our benchmark figure. For those of you that don't know, our space is about 1,400 square feet, including the bathroom. So not a ton of space, but our vision is to have at least 3,000 square feet. That's our number one priority is space. Number two priority would be more than one bathroom, which is good. How many bathrooms do you have?
One.
Okay, so yeah, even combined, we only have two. But yeah, we want at least 2 bathrooms in the next location, and Grant actually has a shower in his, so that would be super nice. I know for some of our athletes in the morning to hit that shower before they go into work would be awesome.
Yep.
The other big priority for us is what we kind of mentioned earlier on is that we want a space where people can kind of walk in the door, check in, put their stuff in a cubby or a hole or a locker, have a place to chat and hang out, and then also have a place where you can kind of warm up and cool down or do a ROMWOD or work on your mobility or get some extra stretching if you have an injury or muscles bothering you or joints sore or whatever. Having a place for that as well as having a place to work out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you had anything you wanted to add with that or not.
I mean, can't go wrong with more space. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
That's what's really cool about CrossFit is we don't have to have a ton of space for treadmills, a ton of space for these huge universal pulley machines. I think Grant's rig is the same size as our rig, so if the space obviously accommodates that, we would have double the rig space. Depending on the layout of the new building, maybe we just have 2 spots for 2 separate rigs, which would allow 2 classes to go simultaneously, or have a weightlifting class and a CrossFit class or something like that. He also has at least the number of bars that we have, if not more. Same thing with his plates, same thing with his wall balls, same thing with his boxes. I don't know how many sets of rings and stuff that you guys have right now.
It's like 6 or 7.
Okay. So now we're looking at 10 sets of rings, got 5 climbing ropes, probably have even more than that. Our goal would be to obviously have at least the ceiling height that we have in here, which is 13 feet. Grants are much taller, which is awesome. Get like the full 15-foot standard for rope climbs.
Super high.
Great. The other thing that we would really like to find in our next location is to have an area dedicated to kids. Even if it's just a bookcase with some books and some toys, or a TV that's hooked up to VeggieTales or whatever, so that people with young children don't have to find a daycare option or don't have to have their spouse stay home when they want to go get their fitness.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because I know we have a couple people who have kids, and it's always hard to do one class and have your wife drop in and take over and have to swap, so that'll be awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys are going to have lots of questions, and that's good. Maybe Grant and I can sit down a couple weeks from now after the word gets out, starts spreading around, and we start hearing some of these frequently asked questions. Maybe we just do another quick video or a podcast or something where it addresses what you guys are asking, because we don't want you to hear through the grapevine. That's why we did this today. We want you to hear it from our mouths.
Yep.
So I guess maybe in closing, just reiterating some of the things that we said earlier, our number one priority, both of our priorities, is to reach more people for fitness. If we didn't genuinely and honestly believe that coming together and pooling our resources wouldn't do that, we wouldn't be doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I think too, I think this isn't something just to be kind of unsettled about or nervous about. This is something to be excited about.
Yeah.
This is growth, within our community, within our boxes, within the people we're going to work out with. This is something to be truly excited about, and yeah, it's going to be great. So
awesome, man. Well, I'm looking forward to
Me
it.
too.
Thanks for coming and doing the podcast, and look forward to getting to meet all you Agon people and
you burdeners.
yeah, and we're hey, this is going to be a great time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.